Hi, welcome to Jadekind Gaming. My name is Adam, here with the first session of what I guess I'm going to call, at least for now, the Planetary Fragments D&D campaign. It's whatever, the card game where they help build the world, and one of them decided to blow the planet into chunks, so...
it could have been any of us.
It wasn't.
It
could have wasn't, but it could have been.
Could have been anyone.
Could have been anyone.
So that's what we're dealing with now. I mean, really, it's now everyone's had to grow up on that planet, and it's miserable for everyone. Thank you. But we're here to begin the game. We have Austin, who is Yarok, Suvwl.
I'm not going to correct you.
Absolutely.
I'm a nice
and they're
enough
all.
guy.
What was the phrase I ended up using for that? Dual classing. So basically, split getting two different classes at the same time. Druid, Paladin, Orc. We have Ryan as the Paladin Warlock, half elf, Drow and Drow descent, other half being Moon elf.
Yes.
As Satsuki Rin. Bob is a cleric monk wood elf. Jun Shrine, and Nick is a artificer rogue wood elf. Tana Har. And I suppose I have to set the scene or something as a dungeon master.
Wait, Ryan, are you a half-elf with your both halves being an elf?
Yeah.
Both halves are half elf.
Yeah,
Oh.
both halves are half elf.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Duh. You are on the planetary fragment or space island, as it may be called, of Giants Bay in the city, or in Sequoia City. City of skyscrapers. Some of them literally being carved from sequoia trees. Technology is such that there are plenty of, skyways with air traffic. Although even the ground traffic is really about 5 levels off of the actual ground below. Long ago, when foul beasts started coming out into the world, they just kind of raised up the platform and let the bottom of the city, closed off the doors, let wilderness start to retake that. It's basically basement level, although buildings that actually had basements have even further down, and they just treat the lowest few floors of a building as if it were the basement. And they walk around on the raised walkways and highways and about 5 levels up. And it's just sort of dark, returning to Earth below that. There are, access to it. Some buildings have ways to get out. There are even guarded, roads that go down to the ground level. Some people have work that takes them out into the forest beyond. And then obviously you need to access the ground to do that. The space island is known as Giants Bay, as it does in fact have a large bay on one end of the city. Fishing, both commercially, recreationally, it's a big part of sort of the culture there. But then otherwise it's the forest, which includes many sequoia trees, giant sequoias, large forest. And then on the other side, rising up from it, is a small range of mountains, which of course used to be larger, but the planet was blown into bits, and a lot of that didn't make it.
There's a very unhappy dwarven god going, what do you mean the mountains weren't important?
There are mountains elsewhere. For example, where Rin comes from. But the pair of you, I believe, actually are from the city. Just sort of briefly describe.
Well, I've lived in the city all my life. I've just finished college and been working to find a new job. I went to school for engineering with the new Magitech boom that happened 5 years ago. So, got my college degree, paid it off working for the city. but my big hobby and passion is big game hunting and taxidermy. I love those.
Never left the city.
I
Big
don't just
game
want- I
hunting
don't
and
just wanna kill
taxidermy.
things. I want to kill things and play with their corpse, said the necromancer.
Hey, there's some big cats I've hunted and the occasional demon beast
They were
that
about
comes
this
through
big.
portals. We have lions and
Very
stuff
big
here.
cat.
You all do have like lions and panthers in the surrounding area.
You know those are people, right?
I do not believe you are right.
They are. They have names, personalities, wants, desires.
Well, yeah, most things have the want and desire for food and mating, but I don't know if that puts them on people level.
I've met a lot of people, and that tends to be the focus of most of them.
So, yeah, I guess I'm living out of a, big studio apartment. I don't know if I would be at 5th floor, like Skyway level, or further down, but...
what kind of how much were you wanting to be spending on this, Sana?
Well, I'm guessing monthly bills, probably like 5 gold. Maybe a little more. 17 gold for a while. Just got finished putting together a business, so I'm a little light on funds.
Okay, so you're saying monthly, so I can do this daily in here. No. So what is that? So 50. That's what, 50 silver for the month. So less than 2. That's poor accommodations. Yeah, you're lower.
Just a poor post-college student trying to get by.
Okay. And so did you go with having been teamed up with some...
Yes, just recently I was with a group of bounty hunters that hunt the things that come through the portals.
foul beasts?
And they have kind of died, and I've taken all the business stuff for myself. And now I'm the business.
You left.
Yeah.
What's where do you fit into this city?
I've taken oaths with the temple, which dedicate my life to serving the greater goods of the Osiris, which the main focus on the temple in these days with the new corporations is making sure that the corporations never lose their grounding in a strong religious backing. So I do a lot of work with their teams to help make sure that everyone's following the laws like they're supposed to, because those are important, and the corporations know that, which is why they make the laws.
Okay.
Okay, so you've definitely decided toady route?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm a strong believer that laws...
Everyone else was undecisive of who are we going to side with.
Well, guess what? I've
Corporations or not, he's...
I also looked at your sheet. Are you charismatic? I mean, you are a paladin.
18.
Yeah.
18 with 20 strength. I'm double charismatic.
Yeah.
That's not how that...
I'm very persuasive.
I understand.
Yeah, okay. He got me convinced. Rin?
Only one physical description, and
Sure.
I've got Egyptian blue hued skin with visible muscles and scarring from my past injuries. I'm missing my left eye that's covered with a eye patch that has a symbol of Takemi Kazuchi pinning the Namazu earthquake.
There is a fake eye that's a common item, and it's like 50 gold.
Yeah, but that's not the aesthetic that she wants.
I don't need a fake eye.
Just saying, there's a fake eye.
I got
Fun
long,
fact, I'm buying one. I'm going to keep offering it to you.
platinum gold hair that's tied back with a red ribbon with cherry hairpins, a white dress that's blouse-like with loosely connected sleeves with gaps between them, a frilled white ribbon with red trim and a red bow near my neck area, and a red Shrine Maiden trousers with long socks and sandals.
And you, I believe, come from the Aranis Mountains.
Yes, the Aranis Mountains,
And of course,
where I've had contact with red dragons and some other mythological beasts from my past.
Yep. And as followers of the spirits of Kami, who just here in the last week, the corporations had a rare unanimous vote on policy change, which has granted free and unchecked passage through portals to all sworn priests of the Kami.
Yes.
Being the portals that interconnect these different space islands that are generally guarded by Hermes Group, one of the corporations who basically runs. There are 7 corporations of which run the government for the remaining chunks of the planet that are all connected together as the gods saved the planet from destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Total
salvaged what they could.
Saved from
They were
total
a little
destruction.
preoccupied, but they salvaged what they could and connected them together. But since then, corporations took over, and there's money to be made. So, but
And I'm a sworn knight of the Kami who is now dealing with the fact that we have extra portals.
yes, the foul beasts coming through in the last 50 years, probably. New portals have started appearing up that don't go through the realms of the gods. That things are coming out of. Perhaps new ways to get between places, but is the danger worth it, and what danger does it pose to society itself?
So you can say that I've been traveling for a lot of time that I've been spending.
But not alone.
Well, I mean, ultimately, you've really only gotten much of ease of travel in the last week.
Yeah. It's very convenient for me now.
And yeah, did you meet up with someone at some point, or
Yes.
it's your cue?
Oh.
Just look around. I don't know this lady.
Just a traveling sage, basically, wandering around finding out information. And when I found out that they opened this stuff up for exploration, my temple hooked me up with someone who likes to travel a lot.
And is a little more defensive, as you're just, sagely, of course.
Yeah, just a sagely little monk with a secret obsession.
What could that be? I have no idea. I'm not at all terrified. Not even slightly. I don't know why I said yes to you.
He's
Because it's so funny.
something that you might be
I
interested.
think maybe they'll think so.
Something that you might be interested in saying is Tamaya.
Or not. It's really up to you.
I'm not Japanese. I speak Elven, Orcish, Common, and Sylvan. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Is there common?
Oh, are you
Or
still?
would it just be Elvish Orcish?
Are you still the same religion though?
Yeah.
It'd be a
Okay.
mix of the two.
Yeah.
A shared dialect.
The world is small enough at this point that,
I speak Sylvan.
the actual
Chirpy,
proper
chirp, chirp,
Elven
chirp,
chirp,
or
chirp.
or Orcish would be older versions of the dialect that would be preserved for them, but not really generally spoken.
Is Toll the Dead good? Should I bother looking it up?
It
is.
is one of the better cantrips, yes.
But
If
it's
you want a cantrip damage.
yeah, it's a damaging cantrip, but it's saving throw based. But it does the highest damage out of all the cantrips. Well, basically, with cleric, your two options are going to be Sacred Flame or Toll the Dead for attack cantrips.
Sacred Flame's pretty sweet though.
What does that do?
It's Dex based instead of Wisdom based, and does radiant damage instead of necrotic, but does less damage. So do you want the Wisdom save with necrotic damage and that's higher, or do you want the Dex one that does radiant damage, but less damage?
Ah, that was it. A nice cover.
Yeah,
Necrotic.
that's Toll the Dead then.
Just for image, I am a very lanky, scruffy man, and I have brownish red hair. Yes, bread hair. Just deliciously bred.
I think that is brownish red.
Yes, brownish red hair. And dark Mediterranean, tan skin.
I just have hair down to my shoulders, and it will be brown. And I will be tan with brown eyes. Just brown. I'm all the shades of brown. They might as well call me a coconut. I'm just brown.
I imagine I will be both the shortest and lightest person here.
I am large.
Like Pluto?
Yeah, about
Large.
I imagine it as like I am a stocky lad. I got
What
the
are you race-wise? I was
Orc.
not. I was not.
I am
listening.
full orc.
This might shock you.
I am tall,
was
muscled,
not
big,
listening.
beefy, and I am covered in green wood armor.
But yeah, for scholarly
think, like,
pursuits, the
Groot.
Kami Tenjin would be your
Except
go-to guy.
With
I
Drax's
don't know what
muscles.
that means.
He's the like scholarly Kami dude.
Oh, well, what's the forging one?
the forge, we've got them. There are forge deities.
Yeah, I know, but I'm a forge domain cleric.
Yeah.
And my one concession to fashion is wearing a floral print dress.
Are you a boy orc?
Yes,
That's what I thought.
but flowers are nice.
Judging by the way you said that, I knew you had to be a boy orc who was just doing weird crap.
I like
Well.
flowers. Flowers are nice. I grow flowers on my armor.
Which would make sense if you grew flowers in like a floral print dress pattern,
Yeah.
but no, I just imagine you in a yellow sundress over the top
Not a
of the
yellow
armor.
sundress. I'm thinking like white with like pink flowers.
Uh,
We've got whatever Shento's coming around, so I imagine that's my concession to modern fashion. Is wearing like a flower print. What's the boy kimono?
I think it's just a kimono.
Is it just kimono? Okay, I thought those were girls
just
only.
males?
And
One of those.
so you've been paired up, and you've certainly found some uses over a bit of time for
What you
June's-
thought was just a bookish dude with no real skills turned to be relatively
Hey,
useful.
you got any knowledge questions? Ask this guy. I'm not the person for that.
But you did you have a vendetta that you're basically seeking out?
Yes. I mean, do you want to know kind of what?
Kind of up to you how much you want to say, but I mean, basically what you're going for is.
Well, yeah. Say if you want to know, my entire family was wiped out by one of these demon invasions, and I was left dying and bleeding on the ground in my own home until Kieran and the other knights showed up and both destroyed them and then brought me in for training.
Mm-hmm. And after some time where you've been free and roaming and checking out things a little bit, being paired up, you've gotten to a point where you're ready to probably try and seek some a little more guided goals and sort of destroying some of the foul beasts. And you do, and basically speaking with uppers in your order. Yes. Perhaps a little more structured progress would be in due order. We have, of course, less new freedoms. Perhaps arrange to meet someone with the Ares division, the office in Sequoia City. You may find there. They're looking for help.
I totally have a Craigslist ad seeking new bounty hunters, given that the rest of my team died. Are you already working with me as a bounty hunter, or are you responding to an ad?
On a freelance basis, maybe.
Okay.
We will probably.
You might have worked with him once before,
You certainly would remember me.
Yeah.
and now you have no one.
Hence the Craigslist ad.
Yeah, I do. My job is to make sure that everyone sees the temples are still out there doing good works.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, making money for a corporation's all well and good, but let's not forget the safety of your eternal soul.
Well,
I just now realize
I do
we're
need
in a
to-
very religious party, and I'm the odd one out.
Hey, have you heard about the Allfather?
Don't worry, I'll pay for it.
You're no longer the.
I'm no longer the odd one out. But in fact, I have mystical backup.
Yes, it might be a good seek work there. Get some clearances for necessary equipment to further assist the job. Perhaps even some leads. Seek out what you desire.
I need information, manpower, and capital, so that all sounds great.
Do you know where demons hang out?
Yeah.
They do.
Well, there's an entire division dedicated to eradicating foul beasts, and they're called bounty hunters, and that's just a job you can go have.
And it takes a while for that journey, but you're used to it at this point. It's much quicker than before, not having to stop at each portal, on your way to it and either make money in order to pay whatever fees to get through. It's definitely a bit more freeing. You're used to the checks and all, and you basically just have your proof of whatever thing, and you're just kind of let through, not searched, not...
How much are brooms?
Brooms?
They're common
25
magic
to
items.
50?
Yeah, so 25
Common?
to 50.
60.
60, yeah. Okay.
But that's out of the range.
No, it's not. Sorry, they said what their range is. My book says...
Also, would it be one of the brooms or a Scooty Puff or
Hey.
full car?
Yeah, whatever he wants.
Yeah, just whatever.
Full car would probably be based on a flying carpet. But it is... Well, technically it could go up to 70, because it's 1d6 plus 1 times 10.
Okay.
So, we're going with
Fancier
60.
rolls.
Alright. So it's 60 gold for flying broom.
I do not have
magic
any
item.
flying magic items.
Neither do I.
Neither do I.
The two people that are living in...
We've already established I live below the sky platform. And your original idea was to be a hobo.
I can still afford the sword.
I can still be a hobo.
Did you take
Just
folk
a really
hero?
well accoutered one.
Did you take folk hero?
What?
Your
Folk hero
background.
Background.
No, I took knight.
Oh, okay.
I am an actual accoutered knight who's taken oaths on behalf of the temple.
It's an engineer.
Oh, engineer.
Mm-hmm.
I am wearing technically cursed armor.
That's actually different. Is it engineer? If you want to search for it. Because he pulled it out of one of the book.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that's...
Yes, I'm wearing armor that does not come off, which means my oaths included by necessity an oath of chastity.
You took your, the parasitic...
Yes, the parasitic armor. Except this isn't gross black stuff. This is all natural wood stuff.
Yeah, it's
with
fine.
the same restrictions of it cannot come off.
Also, it is still eating your blood.
Every day. Pride side, I don't need to ever use a latrine.
I just imagine you start off the day with a giant glass of orange juice. Like you've just donated blood and cookies.
Nah, it's a constant thing. I'm good. I have 6 hit dice. I really don't need that many. How much HP do you have?
33.
I almost literally have double your HP.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, I do. I have more than double your HP.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh.
There you go, basic math.
He's got a high con score and a good hit dice.
D10 hit dice, 22 con.
Oh god, yeah. You're rocking a 20, a 22, and an 18.
Yes.
My god.
Like I said, I'm a very big orc. I'm big.
Large. Yeah, so you make your way to the big city. And probably through your different travels, it's probably the first time you've really gone into one of the larger cities, having grown up in a town of about 20 people, is definitely noteworthy. You've probably at least traveled through here at one point or another, but not recently.
How was your name spelled again?
You probably ended up with times
Jen.
Jen. Okay.
where you were here for...
How big is it you talking about? Millions?
Population density wise.
Well,
Oh,
I guess me and Jen hop on Genji and make our way to the city and arrive.
Who's Genji?
Motorcycle.
Motorcycle horse.
Yeah,
It's a motorcycle.
motorcycle.
Just because it uses the stats of a horse doesn't make it any less a motorcycle.
It's a motorcycle celestial spirit.
Yeah. But, sorry, Whistling just shut my brain off.
Adam has a tone that just sends him into shutdown.
It's like, the world has stopped. Okay, I was thinking of something. Okay, so he's riding motorcycle. Yeah, you make it there, no problem. Yeah, you'd probably been in there, with academic trips to some of the, libraries or such. In some of your research in the past.
Oh, speaking of which, when we're making our way to Sequoia City to our initial starting in the mountains, or which godly realm did we pass through in order to get there?
One of them.
Okay.
I feel like you didn't pass along the note that the requirement to play is that I don't have any of those done yet.
Oh.
We were going to have to wait another week, and you were going to tell people.
Oh, yeah. We're not allowed to leave the city for at least a session.
Yeah. I worked hard enough to get this done in this time.
Okay.
Y'all built the world when we first met. I didn't have months to sit and plan this thing, man.
Yeah.
Wait. You telling me DMs actually have to, think of this stuff?
Surprisingly.
Nonsense.
No.
You don't just pull this out of a book somewhere?
Well, some DMs do, then ignore half the stuff in the book.
As you do.
I mean, I got the books, but none of this covers the world that you built. I'm sorry, but I checked. I was like, no,
there's a Glory Hammer album you could use as a reference.
Yeah. I linked some of the songs.
You're monsters.
Mommy monster wants a back rub.
But yeah, no. So
Okay.
no, at one point, yeah, no, because that's connecting to the other place. It's like I have two of them, but neither of them connect here. Yeah, so yeah, you basically, although I will point out, as you go between them, most of the point when you're actually going through these, divine realms that are connecting your portal from one, you basically walk out and you can see the next portal. It is very clear. You're coming through here and they're connecting, but that's your destination.
Yeah.
Some of them have, Hermes group guards that just sort of sit on this side, and they just make sure people are calmly going through where they're supposed to. Not to say that it isn't just open on either end, that you could run off and... Yeah.
So
through you can't stop me, coppers.
Through the godly realms, you can usually see from one portal to another. It's not like a half-day journey through the godly realms.
Once you're going through, it's sort of like, that's your destination.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna stick with it? Now, many of the godly realms are interconnected.
Mm-hmm.
In that technically you could pop in on one, and you can make your way around and go out a different one that it's not they're considered, this one is this portal is connected to this portal. But really, they're connected to a godly realm, and you could go, you can go from whatever the rivers of Crocodile God to, whatever the under caverns of, the death gods, and, manage to intersect in a different route. But that's not a clear-cut path.
Yeah, they sell the idea that this is a metro line. One door to one door. When really, every single one's a giant hub.
Yeah,
With one door really close by.
Yeah.
Have people tried to immigrate to heaven? Just go through the portals and then not leave?
I mean, it certainly happened.
You know what that sounds like to me? Tax evasion.
Well, yeah, there's that, but also, what do the gods have to say about, no, you don't get to just hang out here?
Well, in general, you're perfectly willing
you got a couple
to.
different options.
Really considered a much more peaceful method of suicide. To which case, you spend enough time there and you just acclimate and you float down to the rivers of the dead and you go along and you've made it there early. Without whatever pain of death or...
Blacksmiths and potter. It's a god of fire.
But it is basically just going through to
people
death.
who make pots.
Yeah, pottery.
Sure, that dude.
So if you hang out in the
That's
afterlife
Kagusuchi.
long enough, you just become part of the afterlife, being dead. Okay.
But yeah, there's also a metalworking god.
You can lose yourself to it.
And multiple rain deities.
Okay, so
But
did
yeah.
I get here?
Yeah, so you arrive. I'm sure you were given enough guidance to know what building to be looking for.
Yes, they've suggested bounty hunting work, and if they know where the demons dwell, then that's where I'll go.
So yeah, you find your way to the Ares Division, which is actually operated under Hermes Group, which is the group that is actually controlling the borders between the different portals, as well as many of the, approving licensing of vehicles, all that. They're the ones that handle any of that, anything transportation related. They're on top of, which is the reason that they've taken over the bounty hunting, because a lot of that is dangers to transportation.
Wait, are you saying that Ares is a subsidiary of the Hermes Corporation?
Yes.
Okay.
Ares Division is part of Hermes Group.
Nice.
Hermes Group is primarily officed in Mel Isloian, but Ares Division office is in Sequoia City here.
Okay.
Yeah, so you and do you head straight there? Do you try and find lodging? Anything? No. Okay.
No, just head straight there.
Yeah, you can find that. There are easy enough underground parking deck at the base of the building.
Parking deck.
Yeah, to leave a vehicle.
Just
If I wanted to, I suppose.
Yes.
Do you just unsummon your motorcycle?
I could do that as well.
I don't know what you do. I don't know you.
Yeah, if I can't bring the motorcycle with me, then I will leave
No,
it there.
you're either getting into an elevator or
Okay.
going up a flight of stairs.
Okay, then I will leave motorcycle in the parking
Just
garage.
go,
Yeah. It's like, because I do not believe you have a flying one.
Not
like
yet.
motorcycle form of a dirt bike.
But, yeah, so you kind of see this sort of area where there are, like, the highway that you took to get out here that is raised off the ground, and there are walkways that have, what look like were once very nice shops, but are a little more dilapidated, run down. Maybe this used to be a fancy jewelry store, but now it's just kind of a general, clothing and pawn. And it has some of that elegance that it had from before, but it's just not housing the same level of businesses that it once did. And there are actually like little openings particularly between like the highway and so the highway will come in and it will curve onto like the street that goes maybe into a parking deck, and that will intersect with the walkway where people would walk, the crosswalk there across it. But there are like passages, maybe 1 to 5 feet in different areas, where there are rails and drops down to the dark below this part of the city. So you sort of see that just lining it, where unless there are turns, there are actually openings and gaps between the walkways and the highways. And there are often like little bits of, either vines growing up and wrapping around on that end, just growth coming from below. But otherwise, you take an elevator up to one of the higher decks, one of the older, more traditional buildings made, carved actually from one of the sequoia trees itself, magically kept alive while business operates within it. Windows out its sidewalls, still trimmed but existent, foliage on the upper levels, sort of almost the grandeur of the building itself. And you get out into what is a 3-story waiting room. You see sort of walkways on the levels above, people busy up there, but otherwise a desk sort of out front that has 3 people sort of sitting at the desk helping people, short lines, 2 to 3 people in each line waiting to speak with them, and just groups of people sitting off to the side waiting for their call. Amongst there, you do see a slender young man that happens to be sitting off on the side, waiting for a meeting himself, but of no importance compared to everyone else. They're never forming a party. They're gonna walk past each other. But yeah,
I'm sitting there with a flip phone, just playing Tetris or Snake.
Oh yeah, how much are cells?
300, 400, something like that.
Oh, I don't have a cell phone.
But there
Oh,
are
flip
flip
phone.
phones for much cheaper.
Yeah, that's why I have a flip phone. Those are like 50.
Flip phones are 50, whereas...
Yeah, I can't afford a cell phone.
Okay. Doesn't matter, I've got one.
You travel with her.
I've got the phone in the group then.
Yeah, I don't have one of those because I cannot afford one.
Austin, do you have a cell phone?
I forgot about modern equipment. How expensive are cell phones?
It's 50 for a flip, 300 for
I
a
even
smart,
bought a tactical
How
vest
much?
as my arm.
300 for a smart.
Jeez.
That's what they just said.
Yeah, remember, we've just established a flying car, 60 gold. A cell phone, 300 gold.
Yeah.
A computer, 600.
So yeah,
Computer's 400 plus.
No, I could afford a basic model.
See, I can't. I have 16 gold left because someone overcharged me for a flying broom.
theoretically, even if you didn't, you would have 27 gold, or 26 gold left. Instead.
Out of the 60 that he charged me?
Well, yeah, if it was down at 50.
plus 16.
Oh. You would be getting 10 gold back, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
He's saying that he should get in the room for free.
No.
Well, if you're offering.
I'm not. I'm offering not to set it on fire. You're welcome.
I don't care.
But
I'll just buy another one eventually.
yeah.
But cheap.
They should be even cheaper because apparently they're made by Samsung and blow up from time to time.
I mean, you could spend more if you want one that doesn't occasionally blow up. Just get super hot and you have to jump off of it and wait for it to cool down.
That's fine. I have slow fall.
But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and get in line to figure out who I need to talk to.
I'm standing next to him going, are you sure you don't want it? I mean, it just fits right in.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I have a magical eye that you can put in your eye socket and will give you normal vision.
Doesn't that require attunement?
No.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like,
Any of the
I
prosthetics.
didn't
Or, yeah.
It just gives you normal vision. I didn't see attunement on there.
I don't want it.
She's just following. Your eye patch creeps me out. Put this fake eye
No,
in.
I'm just like, it's just silly. I have this. Why don't you just use it?
No.
Because that eye patch seals her dark and mysterious powers.
Oh yeah, so you've chosen to be a Japanese character. Are you a Chunin?
Oh yeah, this character is going to be pretty chuny.
Yes, this eye patch is covering up a regular, fully functioning eye.
Except no, I actually have a hole in my head.
Yeah, so you have a hole in your head and an actual dark and tragic past. Versus just pretending to.
Yeah.
Yes. I have 100 gold left.
Yes. That's probably. Unless Ryan's holding out a whole bunch. I have 17, he has
No,
16.
I have a couple gold.
Yeah.
What do you spend all your gold on?
Modern equipments.
Oh, man, that's a good thing.
So did you choose to get a cell phone?
Yeah, so basic model for 50 gold.
Flips.
Yeah.
No, I'm the only person who bought
You're
a
hanging out.
smartphone.
Chilling with some wolves or such, and things get bored. You need to go up top, so you go up above sort of the decks, and your phone starts.
I do take every now and then. I help the nature reclaim land by using plant growth.
For some reason, it's just reclaiming the land at an incredible rate.
Yeah, plant growth.
Corporations restrict
When you get up
druids.
above the deck level, and you missed a message.
Well, I throw that phone out.
I was gonna say it's gonna be. I delete that right away. It's like I know you. You're a jerk.
I leave it unread.
Oh, looks like there's some plot here.
Yeah. Oh god, the cell phone's on fire!
No, I check my messages always.
Yeah. You have a message from Tana.
Yes.
Yeah, if you know what you're saying there.
Setting up interviews with new prospective bounty hunters at the Ares group lobby, waiting for them to set up. Wanted to have you here to make sure we would gel with new people.
Well, sure, I'll be right over to check your paperwork.
I like the idea that you're not asking him, will you, I need you as more of a permanent member of the team. You're just kind of assuming that he is.
Oh yeah.
I'll come over and see what's up.
You've written it into the paperwork, and so as he checks it, that's when he'll find out.
He's like, it appears to be filled out correctly.
Race?
Wood.
It's like, you
What
wish
else?
to employ my
What else?
services
What else?
long
What
term.
else?
Yes, I am very smart.
Are
I'm
you
pretty
knight
sure I can
slash
legally.
accountant?
The Temple of Osiris is literally one of its functions as law. My goal is to uphold law, and that means fulfilling what the corporations want, which is forms in triplicate, fully filled out.
Oh God, I'm going to use you so badly because I'm smarter and can point out like different regulations and stuff.
You are smarter. Do you want to be outsmarting the 20-strength, 7-foot-tall orc?
No.
Yeah.
You don't make it for a bad
That sounds
thing.
like an ideal thing to do.
No. You outsmart them so you can point them at what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like the good thing to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you head that way. Do you wait standing with her, or do you go sit
Yeah.
down? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to convince her to take an eye.
You get to.
Careful, I'll take a leg.
Fine, I put it back, just sitting there in a huff.
You get to the
Hey,
front of
they have a prosthetic for that. Why don't you just get a fake leg?
Because I already have 2 perfectly good eggs. Some idiot's missing an eye.
It's a little insensitive if you know the story of why she's missing that eye.
Yeah, but I don't.
But yeah, you get to the front of the desk. Orcish lady sitting there.
It's a tragic backstory. Of course she's for refusing to tell me.
And how may I help you?
Here from Knight of the Shrine of the Kami. Come here for
Needing
bounty hunting work.
Oh, right. And have you experience in such things?
Personal experience, yes.
And who are you with?
This is my companion. He is our scholar.
Hi!
And you also wish to chase after a bounty?
Yeah,
Foul
it sounds
beasts.
fun.
Scholar. Yeah,
Should be terribly entertaining.
I've lost better. And is it just the pair of you?
Yes.
Yes, we may need to try and set you up a larger group if you've not worked with us before, at least.
Anything that can provide me manpower and more information about the portals.
Exactly. And do you have specific starting time requirements?
Try to get to me as quickly as you can.
Alright, see what we can do. Anyways, she hands you like 4 or 5 pages and the same to you. If you can fill those out, there are pens on the station over there. And they can be dropped off here. With any luck, should be possibly later today. You can leave contact information and stay in the general area. I don't know what you're rolling, but if you want to have fun with it, you can absolutely have fun with rolling.
Calligraphy. I have proficiency in tools for calligraphy.
You're like, wait a minute, I didn't know I was ever going to get to use this.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of paperwork that's going to be filled out, just beautiful handwriting. He's just going to be like, so concise, so easy to read. It's not flowery or anything. It's calligraphy specifically to make it beautifully...
Dustin?
Yes,
You have Dustin handwriting?
Dustin
I
handwriting
love Dustin
all the way
handwriting.
through it.
That means nothing to any of you. But we have a friend, Dustin. He's architecture. And so he's trained block letters. Easiest to ever read. So nice.
Just super beautifully filled out.
I look at the paperwork and then hand it over to him.
Yeah.
Ooh, I fill his out too. Hers, I suppose.
Yeah, her.
But yeah, just takes a bit of time and doing. You'll arrive and see Tana sitting there.
Basically just chilling out, slouching in a chair. I have business clothes on because we're going to a meeting, but totally just slouching there, drinking a soda while waiting for my thing to be called.
Well, I'm here,
Yes.
and you should stop slouching. It's bad for your posture.
That's just fine.
I would like to mention
It'll
that
cause
we
you
are
problems.
both sitting perfectly
It'll
straight.
cause you problems later in life.
Young paladin, we both have excellent posture.
It's also part of our
Well,
training.
let's face it, my later in life is way later. I don't have to worry about that now.
Many a sinner have gone down that path and squandered what little time they have left. Mortality is a gift given to us by the gods. You shouldn't squander it with thoughts that I'll do it later. You must be good and righteous now.
This is gonna be so much fun.
See, you weren't excited for this cafe.
Because you will die. Everyone dies.
Well, I'll give you that, but
In fact,
two
you-
back problems I think we could handle.
You,
But
you're
I will
real
s-
close to death right now. As it's been how long since you lost your permanent team members?
Yes. Yes, but I didn't lose them to slouching, I say, as I slowly scoot up.
How
No,
do you
now
He
you
has a little
gave
stack
in.
of papers sitting next to him on the
Perhaps
chair.
their
next-
slouching reduced their reflexes and made them incapable of seeing the ambushes.
As he sits up, do you now berate him for giving in to the will of others and you should be more stronger as a person?
Yes, just run a constant you cannot win scenario of righteousness.
But he does have a little stack of papers sitting on the chair next to him.
Yeah, I proofread his work.
Yeah. You do find that you've been hired by him according to these papers.
As long as they're filled out properly. It's like, happy working with you. We'll do some good work.
Alright. Foul beast, man.
But yeah, you're there for probably 15 minutes before you're called in.
How long does it take me to
Dustman.
fill out the paperwork?
Probably 5 or 10 minutes. So
Since I'm filling out his.
yeah, you probably filled it out and set it in the thing. In fact, as the sort of slender and neat trimmed elven individual, sort of close cut that's kind of a bit spike look at the top, kind of, yes, we've not done so well, but we'll see. Come on. And he just sort of grabs the stack of files where they turned in their papers as he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Just sort of tucks it under his arm. So, sitting down in the office, assuming you follow too.
I've been hired.
Yep. And sort of sets his
I'll-
stack
I'll
of papers
stoop
on
in his
there, and
office.
as he starts looking through something on his computer, he sort of holds out his hand,
I hand my paperwork over.
and he takes that.
Like his palm.
To be fair, I'm doing it here, and I'm actually not looking, so...
Oh, he wants a bribe.
So I don't know what. This is literally his job. Oh yeah, you're not supposed to bribe people to do their job. Yes, this is Russia with corporations.
Yes. Oh, well, you've at least reclaimed one individual. You're still too shy of what you had before.
Mm-hmm.
We have two troublemakers new citizens new in town.
No, we're better than citizens. We have multipass.
Yep. Shinto multipass.
Shinto multipass.
And did the salamanders get taken care of, though?
Yes. It was tragic that the grenade didn't affect them being all on fire and stuff.
That's why I have both frags and thermite. They're magical.
Other than, of course, Sir Yarok here, did you have anyone else already lined up?
No. No.
Well, we do have a couple here. We have a Rin and a Jen. They'll be good enough here.
Yin.
The
It's
phone numbers
Rin
are
and
actually
Yin.
the same, so I'll just give you that once.
Yeah.
You just put her number in for yours as well. Well, as long as they're willing to work with you, here's that. And let's see. And he kind of turns around and
Every
Enter
now and
something
again,
on another
it's a little
computer.
bit lonelier.
you can wait in the lobby. We'll be sending out document for you here probably in the next 5 or so minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Let you know what's going on.
What an efficient bureaucracy.
Yes.
It's wonderful to watch it work.
Go
Well,
back,
you know, in his defense, the papers were beautifully easy to read.
Go back, sit down, check them. It's like, no, that they would usually contact them themselves, so I shouldn't just contact them.
No, he literally just wrote their phone number down and said they both have the same phone number.
Okay,
So
I will go ahead and make the call to set up a meeting.
you guys are literally still on the elevator going down.
Ring, 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 ring. Phone call, phone call.
You've been hired.
It's like, if you answer, I say, hello, this is Tana Har. The Ares group gave me your number to set up a meeting that you are interested in bounty hunter work. I currently have a group in needing of more members. I'd like to see if you'd like to set up a meet and greet over coffee and see if we would like to work together.
Sure, that sounds fine.
I'll set up the time at like a slightly above a Starbucks level thing. So
Why would we want to spend 10 gold on a cup of coffee?
it wouldn't be 10 gold, it would be like 7 silver.
The host is offering.
That's not how that works. It's a meeting.
Everyone pays.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and
Put it
takes
on the
probably
company
5 or
tab.
10 minutes. And basically someone just walks out with, basically a printed, torn off bit of like, the old,
Yeah.
like the printers that have like the,
Sides.
like the sides that are like the dials.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is he an actual employee of the Ares division?
He
I
is
am
a bounty hunter under hire by them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's a private contractor.
So you don't have a company credit card, do you?
No. Though I can write it off on my taxes as a business expense.
Okay.
I am a private business owner.
Private contract's the way to go to avoid liability.
Mm-hmm.
And with bounty hunters, there's a lot of that to avoid, so that is exclusively how they do things. But yeah, they're, basically, sort of 3 little bits folded. I said, I'm not sure if they were needing any further allowances for specific equipment. You can let them know to give us a call if so.
Okay.
But that'll get you started, and be back when it's done.
Yeah. Go ahead, fold that up, put it in a manila envelope with the rest of my paperwork, to put it in the file at home.
Why'd you fold it up then?
Well,
By the way, you are aware that would be details on an available bounty.
oh. I thought it was like their
Nope.
licenses or something.
No.
Do we have copies of our own paperwork? How many copies was I required to make for this stupid thing?
It's basically just longer bits of paperwork, and a lot of it was stuff for you to read.
Okay.
a lot of fine print of you're choosing to do this. We ain't liable.
You choose to do this. We didn't coerce you. Nobody else coerced you.
I
Pay can be lower at start, but basically continue to work, and things will become higher available as you've proven that you're not just going to die.
I summarized it for Rin.
Yeah.
So as I'm walking up to the coffee shop, which would have been like a couple floors near here, because I don't have a vehicle and don't want to call an Uber, reading the details on this bounty and where it is.
Yeah. It's just a short distance east of town, enough so that there have been some of the spiderwebs spotted on some of the buildings on that eastern sort of side of town. At least one arachnid-based creature.
One erected foul beast.
Yeah.
That is their name. They're either demons to the Shintos or foul beasts to the pharaohs.
The corporations, yeah, it's just
Mhm.
a foul beast is the general.
Catch
This ain't natural.
Or even if it was natural, it isn't natural to around here.
Nah, mostly not natural. They aren't people. You can't talk to them.
Yokai.
They sort of just scream at you if you try.
So, get to the coffee shop. Do you guys show up? Or just completely blow me off?
You guys get there, and yeah, you're all able to meet.
Woo!
Only took me like an hour.
Hey, we did it.
Yeah.
And it felt naturalist.
Good session, everybody.
Offered to shake hands with everyone, explain that.
I'd like to meet you. Hey,
This
I know you.
This is corporate greeting. Yeah, yes.
Bow in response.
Yes, also bow.
Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah.
I'm dressed in what looks like traditional kind of. I'm wearing basically a kimono, but kind of built more for comfort and travel than fanciness.
And then
And it looks-
formal gear,
It looks surprisingly clean.
Mm-hmm.
except for the tactical vest.
I'm in full tactical gear, except for this vest with pouches.
Yeah, I have a sword, a book bag, and it looks like a thing for storing potatoes.
Yes, but if you would like to work with us, they'd already given us bounty, then I think it would be a good introduction. It seems to be a arachnid infestation down in part of the lower city to the east. We can go and have a tester run with that. Would that be good with you all?
So we've got non-intelligent arachnid
We've had a spotting of a spider-like thing in webs. Whether they're intelligent or not is yet to be seen.
And this is attached to the city?
Yes, this was part of the lower city.
Okay.
Yes, sometimes the foul beasts just wander into the city and no one takes care of it because it's the lower city and we don't care.
It's literally the reason that they raised up the city. 'Cause it's too hard to just keep them out.
That's what I spend most of my free time doing.
Yeah. Just whacking the occasional rats of unusual size that show up.
Yep. Helping plants grow, giving flowers to kids, doing charity work.
You know, that thing I do to keep the foul beasts back, giving flowers to children.
Flowers are nice.
Yes. So, yeah.
Well, then go ahead and give us information on where we need to go and where we want to head out from.
Yes. I ask York if you have your bike, and we can
Ram.
ram.
It's like, I don't have a bike.
Okay, he has a magical bike. Fine, familiar.
I
You have
have-
an actual ram. Gotcha.
A horse-sized ram.
Yes.
Giant ram, yeah.
It's like we can go ahead and. Do you guys have transportation?
Yes.
Yes. Well, we can go ahead and ride over there. I'll give directions as we go.
Okay.
In general, yeah, either of them can fit two people. It is issues during combat with maintaining two people. So.
Yeah.
So we head back down to the lower city and head off.
Yeah, basically you'd head out along the highway to one of the exit ramps. And
Just occasionally peeking over the edge until we see spider webs.
you're not going to see them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get towards the eastern edge and basically, at the checkpoint where things are all guarded and gated,
Mhm.
you're able to basically just show off your sort of. They don't really even necessarily look at what the paperwork is saying. You just sort of show this thing that sort of drops down 3 layers of that sort of perforated papers, and they just kind of
It
pull
also
open the
has-
gate. It's like, we're not really keeping you in. We're keeping them out.
Yeah. It's one of those nice indented. They have one of those clacky things that puts a seal on it with raised letters. Like, oh yeah, it has a seal. Whatever.
No, they literally don't get close enough to see it.
Wow.
They're probably 15 feet away, and you just kind of hold it out on the side of the ram, and they just start, press the button, and the gate kind of chugs to open.
Nice.
Yeah.
So as we're riding, if it's not too windy, ask when you guys got into town and stuff.
It is
Just
too
now.
windy between the distance that you're having to keep for him
Oh.
riding a ram and then riding a motorcycle.
Yeah, you then also have to hear over a motorcycle.
No, sure.
But yeah, you go down, and the streets on the lower level is not well kept. It's cracked with vines going through. Definitely a rough ride at that point. Basically off-roading, but
The ram's
Well,
fine.
yes.
That's fine. The motorcycle's all terrain.
But yeah, you basically go towards the eastern end, and it wasn't actually in the Undercity, it was on the eastern end of the city, where the webs were on that side of the buildings.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, you can kind of see up in the lower few floors, just sort of thick cobweb kind of things, just getting closer to all, thick individual strands. Something much, much larger.
She thick.
So, as we park a little way, what do you guys do in combat? I am, just to let you know, a sniper type, and will be in the back.
In response, I go ahead and activate my chainsword.
Okay, so you're going to be up front.
Yes.
Having fought with Austin before, I know you are also a frontline fighter.
Yep.
Okay.
I have a little sword.
Okay, so I will be in back. You guys do that. I know Austin usually takes it. I go reach into a backpack, basically, rummage around, pull out.
Hey, Nick, your rifle, is it magical?
It's infused.
Question.
No, it's not.
+1.
Well, no, it already has a +1 in infinite ammo.
Okay, so it is magical.
It is
It's
not
a
magical.
magic item, it is an infused item that, as an artificer, he has granted that to.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It is not restricted.
But you don't have a magical weapon because you use that on armor.
Yes. I have a regular mundane weapon.
I walk over to you and I just kind of go, take a little bit of oil,
hold on,
put a little
hold on,
symbol
hold on.
on your sword. It's magic.
It's a
Yeah,
lance.
do we
Whatever.
do we have
I
like
just go,
a
"It's
hour of
magic
free
now."
time before the combat if we want to do something?
Well, unless we're just sitting on the lower decks, unless the spiders charge us here, then yes.
Okay, if we've got an hour of free time, then something that I want to do. We got
Make a luck check, someone.
17.
17 plus 3, 20.
20? Yeah, you get an hour.
Okay, so if we've got an hour, I cast Aid on us, including our mounts, at level 3. So we all have a extra 10 hit point ceiling. Not temporary HP, but our maximum HP is now 10 higher.
That's true. We're both paladins, so we both have that spell.
Yes. But I get it back with a short rest.
Well, yeah, because you're a warlock.
Does aid last longer than an hour?
8 hours.
Oh, okay.
I walk over and I go, take some oil, put a little symbol on your spear and say, it's magic now. Your spear's +1 for today.
And then he again sends it's a lance.
I summon an actual magical spirit to give everyone 11 temp HP. Including the mounts.
Good.
Well, I've worked with you before, but I'll wait to give you the shield generator till we start battle.
Okay. So you've seen the webs, and they're massive, and they kind of go into the forest. Should have kept at least a little bit of distance from them at this point.
On base knowledge, how resistant to fire are the sequoias?
I mean, they're not, itching to catch fire, but you also don't want to, you would not want to burn the web, because that is giving a fuel source that will hold the fire against them.
Yeah, okay. I did not know if these giant super sequoias were also magically tough and
No.
resistant to fire.
Some of the ones that are made into buildings are, but...
Okay.
But no, in fact, there are laws against deforesting because there are just trees.
Mm-hmm. So, yes. So, after our hour, I guess we start approaching the webs. I hand you a small device to hook onto your belt, Austin, or just somewhere on your armor.
Yep.
It's like, keep this with you in case you start getting hurt. It'll help out. It's a shield generator. It'll make a 10-foot bubble around you and give you all temporary force field.
That's how you're going to run the temp HP, huh?
Uh-huh.
Force fields.
Yeah, artificer, man. That's how. It's exactly what that should be. It's a force field generator. You've magically given us God loves you and makes you stronger and have more health.
However, they're still both functionally temp HP,
Oh,
So
no.
that temp HP, if you get this one, would then replace it.
Yes. This is for when that temp HP runs out, and I can just keep bonus actioning more temp HP into them. So, I'll stand slightly further back, and I'm still here. I'm just going to hide to make sure the spiders don't spot me.
Well, I guess we won't need to cast heroism.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I have advantage. Oh, I also pull my hood up as an action, my cloak of elvenkind, as I just start shimmering and as little patches shimmer and fade into.
Use your ghillie mantle.
Mm-hmm.
How much HP did you pull out?
Just base?
Yeah.
58.
Yeah. So that's not bad.
Yes.
45.
18
No,
on
I
my
don't
stealth check.
I don't have a +6 con.
And
I got a +3
anything
con.
trying to spot me will have disadvantage.
Okay.
As I start stealthing along.
I ride a ram
Yes.
Motorcycle.
with shield and lance.
Chainsword.
So much of the drive me closer, I want to hit it with my sword.
Yeah.
So how do you find it? You have the web.
I track it.
What's your goal?
To find the spiders.
After a
knowledge
while,
nature?
I have +5 on survival. I am not trained in nature.
yeah, no. After you guys looking at the web for like 2 minutes, I come in, go tap the web, shake it like something's trapped in it. It'll draw the spiders to you.
I look at Nick in a suspicious manner. Look at Nick, look at the web. Look at Nick, look at the web.
Hey, I totally have the +11 knowledge nature. This will totally work.
That's pretty clever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that you actually thought of it too. That made me feel much better that it wasn't so ridiculous to come up with.
Yeah.
I've thrown a lot of bugs into spider webs just to watch them die.
Yeah, I use the lance and poke at the web. Jiggle it.
Yeah, you do it. After a short bit, it starts to shimmer back. And you see up probably around where majority of the webs are coming out from the trees, about 10 feet up in the air, a trio of spider creatures, much like the bodies of giant spiders, but where the head should be sticks out from the waist, some glistening red creature with like split, like tri-split jaws and sort of faintly black bulging eyes with 2 extra arms, wielding, a sword, bow strapped to its back, and it starts just chattering in some sort of chattering kind of language.
Is it Sylvan?
No.
Okay, well I don't know what it says.
Is it intelligible in any way?
What do you mean?
I can talk to animals and understand animals.
It is not an animal language, no.
Oh, then yeah, it's a monster. It's not a person.
It's not abyssal, is it?
You recognize some parts of it as definitely a dialect based on Abyssal. It's
That's pretty close to being a fiend.
knowledge, nature, or arcana.
would not apply here.
Oh,
How close
do I
is
have
it?
all these super knowledges and all the foul beasts are going to be, you don't know?
How close are they?
It would be religious based.
Oh,
Were they within 10 feet?
No, they're coming out of the trees probably. They're about 10 feet up and probably about 40 feet away from you. From a good spot.
And there's 3 of them?
There are 3 of them.
I'm waiting for all 3 of them to get within 30 feet.
Okay. Well, we can do some initiatives. That'd be fun.
Neat.
18.
14.
16.
7. Right? Yeah. No bonus to initiative. 7.
Mm-hmm.
My 11 dexterity.
What were you?
14.
So the trio of them stop and see all of you out there. They will pull the bows off their back.
That's rude.
Are they within 30 feet?
No.
And they're still that 40 feet out.
So obviously I'm next to the motorcycle.
You're basically all kind of in a group, and he's a distance back.
Well,
Probably some-
like 5 foot close, or is he further away?
Bob, where do you
How
stand?
close
Yeah.
are you
Are
following
you
the melees?
I'm probably with the melee.
Yeah, he's a melee.
I've got a sword.
Then all those attacks are against me.
Well, that makes my thank you for telling me that in advance. That makes my decisions a lot easier. You use your ability to eat them up. Fine.
Nope, that is a passive function of my shield. Ranged attacks within 5 feet target me.
Arrow catch and shield. As it just jacks up its own AC because these
Yep.
are arrows.
AC 24.
18, 19, 17, 18, 26 critical. There's one. 16, 11, 23. Yours was 24.
Yes.
18. Okay, so we get one hit, and it was a critical.
That's like getting 2 hits.
Well, like 1.5.
So 15 piercing damage and 2 poison.
Is it magical?
It is not magical.
And how? 15?
Yeah, 15 piercing and 2 poison. As the sort of barbed arrow, it's sort of made of some sort of rusted metal, sort of jams in between, like the one spot that it can manage to find between your armor. And perhaps Jen would like to do something in response.
Your turn.
40 feet out,
Oh.
10 feet out.
You didn't say it was my turn.
Jen.
That's not its name.
He said Jen.
Yeah.
Yoon.
June.
Yoon.
Jen?
Yeah.
It would be U for Yoon, right?
There you go.
Well, that doesn't actually say that wouldn't be. It'd be like that would be like a foreign name
Sure.
because of the way that the things work out. Because it would be essentially G with a S sound, so that'd be.
Tu habla inglés?
So that'd be like Jen, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not Jen.
June. So
It's not June either.
What is it then?
Jen.
Stop adding a just sign. It's Yoon.
You tell me there's a J in it.
Yes, and J's make multiple sounds.
Noises, including not being there.
I don't know. My brain's gonna read it.
Well, as long as your mouth can learn to say it.
Just put in quotation marks.
But
You-
it's one of the ones that you're supposed to make the sound, but make it quiet, like the T in tsunami. And
No,
No,
that
no.
is not how that works.
No, and
So-
that
supposed
T-
to really try and silence, but still include the T in that. It's absolutely supposed to be there, or it wouldn't be in the front of the word.
No, that T is not silent. Sue is different from Sue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's my point.
Okay, so I'm gonna fly up. How close are they to each other?
Probably about 10 feet, apart. Something
Excellent.
along.
I fly up and throw up a grenade.
Just in the sky.
10
Nope.
feet, throw a grenade at one in the middle.
Okay.
They should still be within a 30 or 20 foot radius of each other.
Yep.
Excellent. Let's see if I hit him. 19?
Yeah, the 2 hit the AC and would hit.
Okay. I am...
Just full throw. Plunk.
Yeah.
Right off somebody's forehead.
Dink.
Also,
Does the one hit get the reflex save since he hit an AC?
Also, question: are they suspended from the webs?
They are up in the webs, yeah.
But they're suspended from the webs as they're not.
They are on top of the web.
If you burn the web, would they fall?
Yeah. Will they fall from damaging the web?
Perhaps.
Okay.
They do not have an anchor line strung out to somewhere from their butts.
That you can see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for...
If it hits them, they do not get a dexterity save.
Right.
Perhaps.
I guess the other 2 would get dex saves?
Yep.
4, 7.
10 dex save to going to the other 2.
7.
One of them manages to fail it. What's your damage?
9 damage, and the one I hit took an additional 8. And it counts as magical. If that
I'm
matters.
curious why.
Because it's a Kensai weapon.
Okay.
Does the Kensai weapon apply to the entire explosion, meaning they all take that, though?
It should. That's judged from that weapon.
Well, I mean, why does one take more damage?
Oh, because I hit it and I get an extra d4 on range attacks if I use my...
grenades are kind of weird. The target that gets hit has additional stuff added.
Well, I specifically, my Kensai, I used my bonus action for the Kensai shot, and it lets me do an extra d4 damage to it. Mm-hmm. And actually, since it's a Kensai weapon, shouldn't it be also take my monk damage?
Your monk damage
it counts as a monk weapon.
Which means that you can use your monk damage in place of the default damage. So if your monk damage is higher, then you can upgrade it. But if it's the same, then it doesn't. Then you wouldn't want to do that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's for people wearing, like, wielding a D4 comma, wanting to have the full monk bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
For staff ones.
13 hit?
Nope.
Okay, well, they all get freaking bonuses then.
So now it misses.
In some random direction.
Deviation tables.
Oh, yeah. Deviation. Roll for direction, roll for distance.
Towards you. D4, if you have it out.
2.
2, so 10 feet towards you. And it was how much of a radius?
20. So I'm still outside of the radius.
And the middle one.
Yeah, the middle one would still get hit, so it does get to make a save, so it takes half.
Or 7 damage.
Alright.
As the grenade just gets caught on a web.
And then I go back down 10 feet.
Was that on the broom thing, or?
Yeah, I have a room.
Yep. And, Rin?
Are the creatures identical?
No. But
is-
it's mostly like mutations of random bits, and it's nothing saying.
None of them are bigger than the other ones, are
Yeah, nothing seems like a.
They're the same creature type. Not one is not different.
Yeah, I'm not saying like all their characters.
Which one's the leader?
Yeah, that's
Which one has the fancy hat?
Anyway, so how far away are they from me?
40.
Yeah, basically, of course, you're going 50 feet at an upward diagonal.
Oh, now it's 50 feet?
Well, it's 40 feet out and 10 feet up.
Okay.
So
45.
But 40 feet to get underneath them.
Yes.
Okay. So
10 feet up. Lance can reach that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd also assume this difficult terrain with all the web.
yeah.
/ getting
So-
restrained.
Action, I cast Darkness on the motorcycle, on Genji.
Mhm.
So now there's a 20-foot radius of darkness.
Ah,
around.
nobody can see.
Yeah, you're all blind. Who are next to me, at least. And then I'm going to go ahead and move forward.
Mhm.
So it's difficult terrain yet.
About halfway out, it starts being
Well,
difficult terrain.
Nick just decides these things, which is so nice of him.
I suggest it's a
Yeah,
web.
So halfway, so I get 20 feet.
Yeah.
And that's free movement.
Before you actually start getting into the web, then
Okay.
after that, yeah.
So then I am able to take 40 feet, so I'm able to get directly underneath them.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hexblade Curse on one of the ones on the side that he didn't directly attack. I guess whichever one made its...
You don't know which one made.
I pick one of the ones on the side then.
That's right, the one on the left.
Okay, that's my turn. Bonus action, movement.
Okay. Tana?
Oh, Genji dodges. Oh wait, no, he doesn't need to do that. They can't see him.
Tana?
He's a ninja.
So there's a ball of darkness just hover. No,
It's on the ground, Nick.
no. I'm trying to think of the dome of darkness if I can see one of the spiders still.
Yes, there's
It's
no...
20 feet.
it's,
It's
like-
20-foot radius?
So it's 20 feet below the spiders,
So-
Nick.
Yeah, and the spider's only
Or
10,
10 feet
up.
up. So no.
It's obscuring at least one.
But he went to the one on the left, so is the one on the far right.
I'd be underneath one of the ones on the side. So the one.
Yeah, okay. So the middle one is...
Slightly obscured. The one on the far right is still there.
Well, really, the ones on the outside are sticking out of it.
Oh, okay.
And the middle one is completely covered, but yeah.
Okay.
Ryan, how are the rest of us supposed to attack when we're in darkness?
He's got this.
Yeah, I got this. Don't worry, I can manipulate this.
Anyways, line up a shot on the one on the far right. Fire. 14.
Yes.
Yes.
Hit a tree, bark sort of splinters and flies off to the side.
Okay. In that case, bonus action, there's a pulse of shield on Austin. You have 9 temporary HP.
If you choose to accept it, replace what you already have.
I had none. I took damage.
Okay.
Yes, and I also chose not to extend it to Bob, who's still there.
No, right.
I think it just sort of extends to whoever you want, but
There you
it's up to them if they want.
I took 2 damage. Past the temp HP.
Yes, so...
I guess I could thaw out my spirit again. Give myself 11 back. But I got a shield generator.
Let's see, after taking the shot, I will move off and re-hide. So I'm not where I was.
Okay.
I do not actually have the bonus action to re-hide. So I'm not hidden. I'm in the process of.
Okay.
Oh, that was a thing. I was hidden. Would I have had advantage on that attack?
Sure.
Okay. Does 22 hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. Keep a track of your bonuses, man. You're a rogue. You need those.
Very much so. And sneak is 3d6.
If you want to use it, you
Yeah.
don't have to.
I only have one shot a turn, so yes. Almost
But
always
you
yes.
don't have to.
Mhm. So,
I'm surprised. Aren't
two.
you a ranger rogue or?
He's an artificer.
Artificer rogue.
No wonder he doesn't have an extra attack yet.
Ever.
He won't get it.
Yeah, ever.
They don't. Rogues don't get an extra attack.
Sneak attack
They only need
dice.
the one.
And 26 magic damage.
Yarok.
So from what I gather, I can move 20 feet closer, and then it's web.
Yep.
Yes.
If they're
And also darkness.
5 feet away. Darkness. Well, I can get at least 2. I mean, how many arrows could they possibly have?
Well, until they're dead, infinite.
Ah, that's true.
Okay, that's a reaction just to move away. Just making sure my scout didn't give me more bonus attack if I moved.
Well, I guess I just stay by the guy who throws explosives.
You're providing cover for him.
Very well.
I don't
As
believe that's an option.
no, that is literally what you're doing with your
arrow
shield.
catching shield. You were taking all
Oh,
the
stay with
shots.
it.
I meant the inaction. I take the dodge action.
Yes.
Hmm.
Welcome to your disadvantage on my arrow catching shield.
I didn't cast Shield of Faith.
I still have a tremendous amount of AC.
Those are pretty good.
They're not
It's
high.
23.
Oh. Not good. I guess, yeah, you'd know. when
Yeah.
you're-
So after one of them just sort of fails, and some of the others are trying to climb up the side of the tree that they're next to, and sort of spreading out from this darkness path before taking their shots. You haven't gotten to hide yet.
And you're not within 5 feet of me.
I am like 70 feet away, though.
So maybe disadvantage for range.
That starts after 150.
Oh. They've got some
19?
long range bows.
Yes.
Or do they have guns?
They're bows. Higher. 15?
17.
Okay, so 2 of them.
Hey,
Two
Rogue,
from that
maybe
one
you
hits.
shouldn't waste things giving people temp HP when you need to hide.
Well, that was like a bonus action.
Yeah, he
but
needed that
that's
bonus
also-
action to hide.
9 piercing and 4 poison from the first.
Ryan,
Eight
how much
piercing
was your temp
and-
HP?
11.
Okay. What was the first number?
9 and 4. Is it 8 and 5? Wait, what I said.
9 and 4 is the first thing you said.
Yeah, 9 and 4, whatever. 5 poison and 8 piercing again, so.
4 and 5. The last two.
The last 2 were 8 and 5. So 9 and 4, 8 and 5.
Okay.
It's basically just 13 twice.
There you go.
If you don't have any
If you don't,
resistances.
you don't have any. And then the other one sees that you're a much easier target.
Yeah, it's
10.
such an easy target.
There we go. 25. 25.
That would have hit me.
Except it would have had disadvantage.
But it rolled 2 in a row.
Ah.
It would have hit me.
No, because it was 1, 19, 19. And so that first one would have paired with the first. And just would have been a bunch of garbage. So
They could-
11 piercing and 7 poison. So that's 18.
Are you dead?
Maybe I should have married you.
18 piercing
Warding
and
bond
4
requires rings.
poison.
Yeah.
Oh. I can perform a marriage ceremony.
What was this, that one?
Yeah, you get permanent AC bonus
4 poison?
for a little while.
And
As long as
8
you're standing
piercing?
within 30 feet.
Yeah.
And it's permanent until the person dies.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it only
that-
lasts
that
for a
knocks
couple
me down.
weeks.
Oh, yeah, you can't get
So he's
married
down
until
with
the other
the-
person dies.
what is it, 4 of these rusted sort of poison arrows sticking out of him back behind you.
How
And they
about-
sort of start like almost like chattering and kind of echoes against some of the buildings.
Whose turn is it?
Well, not Tama's.
Yen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yin.
Stupid smart monsters realizing that shouldn't just full frontal attack the guy who's not going to take damage.
Nice DM. Let them find out through practice.
Mhm.
could have just played with it. Had them all go. That guy looks kind
How
of
far
defensive.
away are you?
Is he?
Yes,
He's probably an extra
from me.
30
30.
feet back.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to him, do a 3rd level Cure Wounds.
We have an actual cleric.
Yeah, I'm a
Oh wow, we've been playing that other game for so long. I was like, oh,
No.
We're both paladins. We could have touched him and healed him 30 HP.
Yes.
This is like the opposite of the last game.
Also, I have Cure Wounds.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
Did you
Well, we
actually-
all have access to the spell Cure Wounds.
I've got lay on hands.
Yeah, I got.
But you have access to it. You could choose to.
Hey,
I,
Nick,
I prepared cure
23.
wounds. I
Nice.
prepared cure wounds.
I didn't.
And I'm gonna walk back to Vic with my 50-foot movement speed.
It's like
I'm a monk!
and I'm gonna hide behind this guy.
And Rin?
Okay. So I got
Drop the damage.
so I got these people. Can I actually reach any of them at this point? Have they gone out of my attack range?
What's your attack range?
Well, I have to be within
10
in the 5 feet of them.
Oh, yeah, no.
You don't have lance?
No,
You don't have reach anymore?
no, I don't got that.
Yeah.
So I have to be within 5 feet of them, but I'm on the back of the motorcycle right now, so I've got some vertical.
Also, you're in a big
Well.
globe of darkness. You can't see out of it.
He's
What
got
are you
delta
talking
sight.
about? I can see.
Yeah, he's got delta
Oh,
sight. He used
well-
darkness.
Okay. He is specialty warlock of screw it. I'm still finding my ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're starting at like 15 or 20 feet up now.
Okay,
They
so
climbed
I-
up out of the ball of darkness because there was a ball of darkness. What?
Actually, I am technically 10 feet away from Vic,
Yes, I know.
for fairness.
Alright, so I need to start climbing to get after them? Or...
I mean, there is also a warlock invocation. I don't know what he took. There's one that.
Oh, levitates? No, I didn't take that.
Well, I think one of them is just spider climb.
No, I didn't take that.
He took damaging in the deeper darkness.
Alright, so they're up there, so I have to start climbing. So what is it to climb up a tree?
That would be an athletics check.
Okay.
I'm coming for you.
So me and Genji are gonna start climbing the tree.
How is Genji going to be climbing a tree?
Spikes on the tires.
Spikes on the tires, yeah.
How would a horse that is Genji climb a tree?
It's
That's a good point. Horses can't climb trees.
Yeah, Genji cannot climb a tree.
You will need
He
greater
can-
fine steed, and you can upgrade to like a.
no. He can make. Well, if I have that, they can just fly.
Also,
he can still make athletics checks.
you could jump. You could try to make the horse run and jump up at it and swing while in the air.
Yeah, could
Yeah.
I do that too?
As the
You would
motorcycle
not
goes,
be able to. I mean,
Can I pop a wheelie and jump after them?
Ryan would like to attack them in melee. Can you conceive of a method by which Ryan can attempt to attack them in melee?
No. Now I'm imagining you pop a wheelie, somehow run up to the tip of the bike, so you have 10 foot plus 5 feet to be 15 feet up there and swing.
Yeah,
bonus action luck check if you'd like to try and figure something out.
sure.
One.
What? You cannot figure anything out. This is crazy. You could try yourself to get off your bike and climb it if you want.
No,
How much last?
I didn't take that.
You don't even have that on your
What kind of
character.
warlock are you?
You still have Eldritch or Pack the Blade. You can make a lance
I know
or
I-
a javelin.
No, I can. I have to spend an hour to decouple my magic weapon.
I thought you could just create an Eldritch one out of energy.
You could, but you'd have to spend an hour to do a ritual to ritualize your weapon that you've.
Oh, I thought even with if your pack weapon, you could still just
I don't
create the
think.
energy.
I don't
one.
think so.
Tana?
You're alive! On the ground.
Alright, army crawl to a different position. Hide. Well, I fire, crawl to a different position, hide. But I'm staying prone.
Okay.
Hey, disadvantage on ranged attacks.
Exactly.
It's almost like snipers would usually do that on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Well, I missed a shot, so go to a different position, hide. It is 28.
Yeah, that hits.
No, that was his hide check. He missed his shot.
Yeah.
Only
okay.
it's one attack.
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, yeah, still 28.
Oh, going on to Yarok.
I don't know. Would you allow me to use that function of Pact of the Blade, even though I've currently got...
Xanathars?
Yeah.
No, Pact the Blade is.
Pact of the
core.
Blade's base Warlock, but improved Pact Weapon is part of Xanathars.
But the part you're trying to use isn't here.
Yeah.
Because I did it
I have
last
your
game
garbage.
where
Yeah, I was
created
like,
the
this one
energy-
feels like it's not falling apart. What book did I grab?
Oh no. But yes, I tell Tamarath, come, shield yourself beneath my visage. There's no reason for you to risk yourself in the back there. And I cast Shield of Faith on myself. And step like, what, 10 feet back?
Yeah, 10 feet puts you right next to me.
10 feet back. I cast Shield of Faith on myself and step 10 feet back until Tamarath, get where it's safe. Up here, in melee.
Mhm.
Directly next to me.
You
It's like I want to be.
yeah, you can still just make a random weapon.
Okay.
If you just want to make a javelin.
Yeah,
Yeah, the whole waiting thing is if you want to make another actual weapon you have into it.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
If I can make use of just the regular Pact Weapons.
You just throw a javelin or whatever at.
Okay,
Yes, come
so
next to the knight and the boom boom
I
guy.
go ahead and then use my Pact of the Blade in order to summon myself a machine gun.
He's probably proficient with that.
He is proficient.
Is that what it's based on? Is proficiency?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can.
Well, it's Pact of the Blade. You need the infusion to do ranged weapons.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
I got.
Oh, there
Oh,
you
then
go.
yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Or the invocation.
Yeah.
As you just read, I have a chance sword. I'm so melee. Fucking
Fine.
green lantern.
Go out of my range, will you?
Take that.
There's the machine gun, heavy weapons.
It's
now
2d12,
I have
right?
a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. The best Christmas movie.
Also, I did purchase ammo just for this reason.
It's a packed weapon. I don't think you need ammo, do you?
No.
And now, ranged weapons summoned with Pact of the Blade do not produce their own ammunition. This was a question that was actually asked.
You just
So I just had bullets
feed
on
a
me.
a belt to it,
Yeah.
two-handed, so you are having to set down your actual melee weapon.
Yep, and put that away.
As you just lay it across your lap on your motorcycle.
Mm.
And you get an attack roll,
Okay. So,
and you just did passive stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So.
I boosted my AC.
And stood next to the only other available target. Assuming they can't make the 28 on disadvantage spot check.
so I get plus 3 additional. So, well, I'm in the globe of darkness. So,
Can they see him?
yeah, do they have any ability to sense me in darkness? That's,
I mean, is it just normal darkness? Because they have dark vision. If
It's magical.
it's
darkness.
magical
Yeah,
darkness. So they would be blind
yeah.
or unable to see me. Okay, so that it's like 28.
Yeah.
Okay, so and it's 2d12s.
Yep.
Firing at the guy that I've got cursed. So
Okay.
For the bonus damage.
So that's 17 plus 7 plus 3, so plus 10. So there you go. So 27.
Oh,
And oh yeah, I gotta do that again.
Attack again.
And that's 16. So
Elven accuracy.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
do you just have the elven?
yep, I got elven accuracy. So yeah, that's 27.
Hmm.
That would even hit me.
So 20.
I would be able to catch it.
As you're just fishing
throw it
for
back.
those crits on a 19.
I can't do melee attacks right now, so I can't do Divine Smite.
No, you can't do Divine Smite. But you do still crit on a 19 to 20 on that particular spider.
Yes.
And they're disadvantaged to you. And both of them are...
No, that was the turn before. He's just higher AC
Yeah,
right
they
now.
don't have
Okay.
disadvantage against me.
You danced last turn, so
Yes.
he's confused.
Yeah, last turn I used the dodge action. This turn I just cast Shield of Faith. So I am standing stoically.
So what is
In my
your...
stirrups.
And you're next to him. They can't see him. And you're blocking it from him. What is your AC?
26.
26, and they get a +6.
Man, one.
1.
Hey! They dealt me damage.
I wonder if I'm allowed to catch arrows that are shot at other people.
So one of them hits you. What a crit.
Oh, no, it's only me. Dang, that would have been funny.
So
Does
15 piercing and 5 poison, so 20 total.
But it's not magical, so not really.
As they can fire fews of these rusted, many of these arrows kind of just shatter against your shield.
I think you're at 13 damage.
Minus 9 from the temp HP.
Well, that was 20 minus 9, so 11 plus your 2, so 13 is how much you've taken.
Oh no, I have reductions.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, I reduced the physical damage by 3, and I'm resistant to poison.
Brutal.
No, I took 6 damage
Nice.
so far in this battle. This isn't the chunkiest thing I could have built, but it's close.
Yeah, you would have had to.
I have no idea what I'm up against yet.
you would have had to gun paladin.
He seems
barbarian.
a little leaning towards control, which after last campaign is terrifying.
I am what it looks like. I am a giant pile of hit points. I can do damage.
So you're playing Bob? Got it.
No, I'm actually a melee damage dealer.
The difference is I can protect other people.
He has
Just so you know,
this
the
one
whole
combo.
Globe of Darkness doesn't work great as a melee damage dealer.
Because people run from it.
Because that is telling people move away from me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great stealth option. Great back pocket of I'm taking too much damage. I need to. But it's not going to help what people want to get up close to you.
Yeah.
People in this world are not okay, Globe of Darkness, everything went dark. Stand there and swing it where I last saw you. Everyone's immediate reaction in this particular world is bam. This darkness ends somewhere.
If
I
they're
know
in
it
the
does.
middle of something, they may continue as
Okay.
long as they keep hitting.
So saves are 5 plus stat, or 8 plus stat?
Plus proficiency.
For spells?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 stat proficiency.
11.
So at our level, it's 11 plus stat.
So, yeah, 16. Okay, Toll the Dead.
Okay.
It's wisdom.
They've all taken damage.
So 16 whiz save.
Success.
Oh, okay.
No damage.
No damage?
20.
Yeah, no damage.
Okay. Neat.
But it's a cantrip. You can do it forever.
Yep.
Rin?
Oh, that's right. I took damage.
Oh, concentration.
I made it.
Yeah.
Do you have Warcaster? Or are you just rolling
Plus
on those? Yeah, rolling on that stat.
And they're still out of my range. Melee
I'm
range.
not
Yeah, they're
proficient
still up there.
in Constitution. My save is plus 10.
Alright, and the guy that I've got cursed is still
I mean,
upright.
6 from the stat. Where's the
Okay.
4 coming from?
I'm a paladin. Charisma at all saves.
No,
Hex.
Yeah, paladin. Charisma at all saves. And to every creature that's a friendly
So
within 10
I get an
feet.
extra d6 of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Oh, and strength.
Okay.
There.
If they have to make strength checks.
Alright, so that's 26.
Yep.
As a ranged attacker, it's pretty useful, the darkness ball, though, getting you your advantages.
So 17 plus 10. So 27.
27.
And so
Hit.
yeah, 28. So 16.
16? Okay.
Yep.
He's still up. They're good. They're fine. They're not even worried.
I mean, the one he's pounding on is probably worried.
Tana?
From my hidden position, I'll attack the one on the right.
Do you want to use your bonus action not to hide again?
Natural 20.
There you go. That's going to do some damage.
It did.
That's a lot of damage.
So double.
You ain't gonna be able
So
to.
double your
Yeah.
sneak attack.
You ain't gonna be able to flex seal that.
8.
How much flex seal does it take
Oh,
to stop
wait.
a bullet?
Never mind. I cannot actually do hex. That'd break my concentration. So go ahead.
Oh, because darkness.
Yeah, because of darkness. So go ahead and take off. What was it? 6 damage, I think.
Very well.
Never mind.
I have a Shield of Fate's concentration.
It's a lot of low numbers you seem to roll.
Yeah, that's how you tank a crit.
Yeah, Nick's super good at screwing that up.
43.
Still a bunch of damage, though.
Oh yeah, it is.
Could have been so much more, though.
Then I rush forward to Austin and hit prone again. So 15 feet stand up, so I have 20 feet left. I'm going towards Austin, who moved 10 feet back. So that puts me in range.
And just fall, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And bonus action shield.
Oh, and HPs.
7. As a just I am best healer.
Did any of the spiders get closer to me?
Nope.
They're all just standing over there.
I take the dodge action.
They have ball of darkness and impenetrable wall while we fire at them.
Don't make me run spiders down. I won't like it.
They'll cut the distance in about half as they move forward about 20 feet, staying up in their webs.
How close is that?
About 25 feet from you diagonally.
That's a good distance.
That's within 30 feet.
Well, remember, they're 10 feet up. It's part of that.
They're within 30 feet. I didn't ask how close they were for melee. They're within 30
I have no
feet.
idea what to expect at this point. So. And you, as the only available target, being a disadvantage.
Well, they can target the other people. It's just going to their arrows literally zoom at me instead.
And what's your AC?
26.
26.
You need
So you're
double
doing
20s.
both?
Yeah.
26 and dodging. Is it 2 20s?
I'm just saying, I never push you through this.
None of them were double 20s. Surprise! Each of them gets 3. Just shatters of rust raining down on the pair of you. Your back is just sort of
Garbage all over the place.
Where do they keep getting all these arrows?
Obviously, they don't have an ammo limit. They start
Yeah.
with one rusty arrow.
Well, we're basically in the Wuxia movie, so
Yen?
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and toll the dead on, I guess, the middle guy. I assume he's already.
14.
No, he takes damage.
Plus extra damage because he's already damaged.
well, he gets the D12.
Yeah.
15 damage. Hit take out a 15. Necrotic to it.
Alright. Rin?
Alright, they're still up in the air though.
Yeah.
But they're coming back this way.
Yeah, they're going
I
towards you.
move a little bit towards their way, maybe like 15 feet.
As long as you don't put them in the darkness, we're fine.
They're high. They're too high up. No.
They're too high up. I'm just moving closer.
As we just hear.
Alright, so it's 21 hit.
Yep.
Alright. Yep. That's a d20. So that's 22.
Just going with the same one as before.
Yep. And
Finally.
finally, 20.
There you go. That's going to be some damage.
Yep. So we're gonna go.
Well, watch it. It currently has 2 HP, of course.
It's got to be pretty low. He's doing a lot of damage to it.
Yeah. So that's 22, and that's a 7. So it's an extra 9. So then we get up to
41?
what? So 22 plus 9. Yeah,
31.
31
You
plus.
said 40.
Yeah,
plus
plus
10.
10. Yeah,
41.
41.
Yeah, he's doing your math. He had it.
I wasn't trying to jip.
That one falls.
Okay, good.
Spins out.
Die.
Catches in the web and sort of slides off to the side of you guys.
No,
Sort of upside down.
no
half
damage,
hanging
so
from-
no healing.
Mhm.
Was that a humanoid?
Yeah.
No, it is a monstrosity.
Okay. Then we're good.
Tana?
I hide behind the back of. Well, I don't. We're in a natural area with enough stuff around.
You're in a clearing. You're in the clearing between the trees and the buildings.
Well, I have the natural hiding and the advantage, so I'm trying to hide behind Austin while on the ground.
Okay, well, the thing for hiding behind Austin would be being the right type of halfling.
Okay, I just didn't know if the clearing down here, the ground
I
was
am not
grassy
actually
enough.
bigger than you.
Yeah,
Even though I am physically bigger than you.
yeah. I did not know if the grass and stuff here was high enough to trigger
No,
my
you're
myself.
specifically in the clearing between the buildings and the tree. Basically, you're in the cleared area to be able to see things that are
Okay.
enough so that that's why there's a very simple report of
You might
here's what we saw.
you might be able to hide in the arrow debris.
Well, it's not foggy or anything like that, so yeah, I'll just take. I can't hide. 16 plus 8.
Hits.
Yeah.
You just going after the same one.
8 damage.
It's a much smaller number than I expected.
No sneak attack.
Yeah, sneak attack and I rolled 2 and a 1.
Yeah.
Yes, I wasn't happy with that last time. Bonus action to redo the shield.
That's true. I'm low on HP.
Nah, still 7.
Wow.
Are you actually low on HP? No. I don't think so.
He's between me and him. He's taking
Alright.
6 damage.
My turn?
Yep.
I channel divinity and compel them to duel me.
They already could only attack you.
Champion challenge. They each creature within choice. They need wisdom saves DC 16. That looks like one success.
Yeah, one makes it. The other does not.
Fight me,
That
coward.
one cannot leave farther than 30 feet away from me. There is no duration on this ability. There are no other saves.
You're gonna fight me till you die.
Until one of us dies.
It's gonna be you.
As you just answer, take.
Can't willingly move. Technically, he can get dragged away.
Yes.
Was that it for you?
That was my bonus action,
Dodge.
so I dodge.
And now, do
Face.
they have to attack you?
No. They are under no compulsion except they cannot willingly move more than 30 feet away from me.
Okay.
Now, physically, they still have to attack him.
Well, they can do whatever
If
they
they
want.
attack
Oh, okay.
us.
They're heading in. They
Oh.
continue their
Oh,
movement, and they drop down to melee, pulling out their long swords.
Oh, okay.
That's a good choice.
Nice.
It's the reason they half moved the distance last time, so they could make it on a turn without getting too close than not being able to.
Do they stop within melee distance of me?
Yes, they get into melee of you. Sure.
As a reaction, I move half my speed, or is it 15 feet?
It's probably half speed.
Yeah, so... half your speed. But still, that's like 17 feet, so 15 feet anyways. I move 15 feet backwards.
And remember, you're also prone, so you're
Yeah.
half.
Couldn't hide, so I was still that.
Darkness is only 15 feet. It's not 20.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just stand behind me.
Well, I'll still roll 10, or, a space and a half back.
Okay. Now, does that prevent...
Yeah, it doesn't provoke.
Okay.
This is a reaction of, nope, you stop next to me, I'm gonna leave.
Okay. Well, that leaves one of them attacking each of you if you move behind.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, my AC is only 24 if they're attacking me with a melee weapon.
they are.
He's
Doesn't
still
matter.
dodging.
Still dodging.
Oh, wow. It still doesn't hit with disadvantage. I want to yin. 17?
No. 21's my AC.
Nice.
I don't know what I'm dealing with.
If I attack with an unarmed strike, it goes up to 23.
You got higher AC than I do.
Yeah, I'm just rocking a 17.
Lowest AC.
And
Which still is a respectable AC,
You're good.
usually.
Okay. I'm going to hit him with my sword, and I'm going to punch him with my fist. I missed with the sword. I missed with the fist.
You're just teasing him.
Just jazz hands. And then I'm gonna...
As the explosive one, they still kind of...
Oh, I guess I'll go ahead and Fury of Blows.
Don't you already also have 2 more attacks with Fury of Blows?
Yeah, I get 2 more for my bonus action.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I
I
thought
just
you
said
forgot.
I just said I used it, Nick. Why?
Yeah, and he's asking what it did.
No, he's telling me what it does.
Well, he's telling you what a question because he wasn't sure.
No, he was afraid of guessing because I give him a hard time about it.
Yeah, you've made him paranoid about it.
He should stop doing it.
Well, then I just wouldn't talk.
Oh, for that, they live together.
8 damage that is magical. And then I hit him again because I rolled a 19. There's no way their AC's that high. And then 11 damage.
Alright.
And now my AC is 23.
Very well, Rin. They are on the ground.
Neat. Well, go ahead and
Roll up behind them. As you've almost cleared the difficult terrain already, and you have a short distance to make before you get there.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, with the 15 radius darkness sphere, are they adjacent to each other?
There is 5 feet between them.
That's fine. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to have Genji and me move up, and then I'm going to use half my movement to get off of Genji. I'm going to remain in the globe of darkness, but I'm going to have it on the edge, so I'm not going to be covering the 2 enemies so they can still fight. I'll still be covered, and Genji will be the one holding the globe of darkness. Because I cast it on him at the beginning of the combat. So that's how I'm going
So basically you're parking the globe of darkness up to him, and you're attacking out of the globe.
Yeah.
As he stands in between.
Okay. As part of that, I
With a
drop.
chainsaw, I feel like they still know where you're at.
All of a sudden they hear this.
They may still have disadvantage for not being able to see you.
Yeah.
But they, even if you move around in it, they still get that disadvantage attack for you're in that space somewhere.
Yeah.
There's just this menacing.
But yeah. So drop my machine gun, and it just kind of disappears because it's packed weapon. And with my movement, go ahead and pull out my chainsaw bonus action, activate it, so they can hear the whirring teeth.
Interestingly enough, this is not the first time that Ryan has played a character who wields a chainsaw in one of my games.
No, it hasn't been.
Who was the first chainsaw?
Ashley.
Evil Dead, yes.
I think that was double chainsaws.
Yeah. Well, until I got tentacles, and then I had more.
Because, that was the biggest problem with the Evil Dead movies. Not enough chainsaws.
Yeah. So. Alright, and I'm no longer using those. So. Tech, whichever one, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Does elfin accuracy work on melee?
Yeah.
He's got a packed weapon.
Yeah,
Uses
packed weapon.
charisma.
So it's not strength, so.
So, that's 24. So, 10, 16, 23, 27, plus 27 plus 8. Yeah.
So your chainsaw has less bonus damage than the magic gun?
I didn't have a Hexblade curse on it.
So what was the total?
It's 35.
Okay.
Oh, and
Yes, you get to attack.
yeah, I get 2 attacks.
Guessing you're going on the same one.
Yep. Nope. And there. That's it's 15.
Does only one of them get like bonus chainsaw, or was that a smite?
It's a bonus action to activate the chainsaw damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Tana?
Carter?
They're here.
Tana Har.
Oh, you're just gonna keep fucking up people's names.
It's not an
You
intentional thing.
insist that we don't use like standard American
Yeah, and I
names.
appreciate it.
And then
I
the second
love-
you choose other names,
I love
you
Yen
screw
Rin.
them up.
Yeah.
Yinrin. I actually love the
Then why
paired-
did you keep calling it Jen?
Because it took me. It's gonna take me a while to get used to it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about it until we literally started the game.
That's because the name wasn't there until we.
I
literally
know.
started the
It's
game.
gonna take me a bit,
I chose a really simple name.
and probably for a while. At the beginning of each session, it'll take me a reminder. Oh yeah, that's pronounced that way.
Well, I can just go by Kaladin if it makes it easier.
No.
With a K.
Spend my 35 movement. Can I get over to a doorway or other protrusion on one of the buildings?
There's no doorway.
Stoop.
You don't need to hide.
Yeah. Well.
We're in melee now. You get sneak attack.
Well, yeah. I'll get sneak attack. It was in case they broke away and attacked me again. So I'm just looking for cover.
Oh,
to hide
yeah,
behind.
that's what I forgot to do.
Any like street signs, light poles, stuff like that.
No, you can. Those wouldn't provide. But no, you can go around the corner of a building.
Okay. 35. Do
He
that.
wants that half cover.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you can step back a bit, you can shoot them, and with where they've come down to now, you can get full cover, literally have a building between you and them. They would have to move around to even see you if you move.
Oh yeah, if I have the movement there, I'll just keep popping out. But I do shoot the one that just got chainsawed to try to put that down.
Okay.
20.
And you're probably gonna do it.
Yeah, I thought about doing rogue because, all the dice, but I was like, I kind of don't want to.
Mm.
Because
that die roll right there, that's enough that it kills it.
Oh, okay.
Without adding everything up, just rolling an 18 as part of it is enough that...
it's already dead.
Yes.
Shield. There we go. That one's higher. 10.
You're out of it at this point.
Oh yeah, I'm out of it.
Yeah.
This is for the unkillable man in melee that I just keep bonus action. Here, have one. Well, I should ask. It's within
left,
60 feet of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have enough movement to go further than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about smiting it, but I'll just attack it regular.
Remember, you get that +1.
Yes. Which puts me at 27.
Hit.
D12. Let's see, that's 7 piercing damage. Pa.
Poke.
And how many spell slots do I got? A bunch.
I was like, I wasn't gonna smite it, but this damage looks pitiful. I need some smite.
There's the D8.
8.
And, well, it's over there now.
That's the end of that dice.
And 4. So, 12 radiant damage.
Just pop out a level 1.
Yes.
Is that all for you?
Don't you have 2 attacks?
Oh, that's right. I do have 2 attacks. That's true.
I was about to say, I have 2
I played a
attacks. You want
sorcerer
to.
for a long time.
Yeah.
What do you mean I do more than one thing a turn? Plus, what was I at? Plus, I don't think I have that many bonuses. Plus 9.
No.
14?
Plus 14?
No, 14 total.
No.
Then yeah, that was
Because you need a plus 14.
how far away did you move?
35.
35. I use a bonus action to pop out my spirit and give everyone 11 temp HP. Except her. I can't see her.
That's fine.
You
I
can't
still-
see him either.
I'm behind a building.
Oh, then yeah, don't bother.
Yeah.
I was mostly doing it to keep him up.
Yeah, no, I'm completely hidden behind a building.
Then yeah, I do nothing.
And there's one of them that's left.
We still have flanking, though. Or does Ryan not count
Flanking's
as...
the house rule.
Yes, but
Which
we
we
add...
added.
Ryan added it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does Ryan count, and would he be able to re-roll that 4?
Sure.
I mean, this combat's not really a threat to us, man.
Yeah.
No, but hitting it would theoretically speed up.
17?
No.
I missed.
Oh,
However, it's the one that's upset with you, so it's going to attack you back.
I'm not dodging.
And the green one will be a bite. 16. So misses. The best we got is 22.
Which is a miss. Shield of Faith.
It wouldn't have hit me either if it makes you feel better.
Interestingly enough, it doesn't.
It would hit Nick.
That helps. Yin?
I'm gonna go ahead and Toll the Dead.
makes it.
Yeah, 20.
Alright.
Rolling like a boss.
Rin? Yeah, if only I could have got that when I was in...
If necessary, I do my movement adjustments. If not, then I continue. Alright. Chainsaw activation, bonus action. So, also I take a -5 to this attack roll.
Which, not a great idea, but...
That's fine, I was going to do it. So, does...
well, we've established it's above 7.
yeah, so 15 misses?
Misses.
Okay. And attack again, still going to drop the 5.
He wants that big damage.
So... Does 17 hit?
Nope.
Okay, then I miss.
What's that
Huh?
big damage?
Where'd that extra armor come from?
It's not. There. You guys are just rolling lower now.
Yeah.
Nah, it put on a set of full plate.
Yeah. We'll lean out from beside the building, line up shot, fire. So 14 plus 8. Yeah, 22. 13 plus 7. 18. 29.
It dies.
There you go.
As I put a big hole in its thorax.
So as it's looming over you with the sword, it just kind of falls down. It just boom, almost like hugging, and you push it over. It
Just palm it away.
goes in for a big bear hug in its last moments. You're not quite sure why.
Spider hug. Just needs
That's
comfort.
what they're into, man.
Going over to say congratulations, I check the paperwork and see how much we would get paid for.
Yeah, you can do that, or look at whatever the corpse is here. But we
Yeah.
will pick up with that next time. I believe we have something that we do at the end of each of these.
Yes.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
do
We
we
get
get
cryptocurrency.
cryptocurrency
We get a roll
to
deep
try and get extra loot? So when I don't pay you enough, you guys get to still get stuff anyways. It's a D10.
8. Not bad.
9. Neat.
4.
Three.
What can I get with 4?
You could get 40 gold. You could give 2 to someone else, and you're one shy of being able to get a common magic item.
Well, there you go.
So at the very least, next time, even if you roll 1, you'll be able to do that.
Neat.
So at once,
And it takes like an hour of time in town, I think.
so at 10 we can pull up an uncommon. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Save them forever. That
Now, the
hurt.
real money is going straight to artifacts.
At 200, you can get an artifact.
And go straight to the deck of many things.
That's not an artifact.
What was that, legendary?
I think so.
Do we have
Only
any?
150.
Do we have any known artifacts?
What do you mean?
Like in the world, or
Yeah. Is
deck
there
of many
like a,
things.
Well, that's not an artifact.
Legendary.
Like, there aren't like known artifacts like in the world at this point. But yes, there are some in the book. And if you get to 200 cryptocurrency, you can manage to have one tracked down for you.
Sweet.
That's the point of your stupid overruling the way that I try and give out loot with this system that you built in.
Yeah. I think this is neat.
I'm glad. But join us next time where we see more of what happens as they're building their bounty hunter company or whatever's going on. We're not sure. Thanks for watching. Bye.